Is your body saying the same things as your wants and words? Head, shoulders, eyes, smile, and hands be engaging. More than what and how much you say. A picture can be worth 1,000 words. Same goes for your body language. From the moment they see you, your first impression is being made, even if it's from across the room, and no actual interaction has been had. What does your body language express? Fine? Freaked out, insecure, nervous, emotional? Shut down? Expecting rejection? Skeptical, not trusting? Desperate and needy? Please like me. You can't hurt me. I'm a successful and intimidating woman. Or confident, sexy, sassy, fun, and alluring. So think about flirty eyes and smile. What's going on in your mind is often exposed through your eyes. Sometimes it's a lingering look as the looker gets lost in the moment. And other times it's just a few moments that say so much. First, eye contact is made. Eyelids slightly soften. Cheek and forehead muscles relax. Shoulders drop. Mouth expands into a gentle smile as the lips part. Then the eyes slowly wander up and down and back up to make eye contact. Then there's frozen eye contact. You're standing on opposite sides of the room. Maybe one of you is working or in the midst of a conversation with someone else. And you lock eyes. You both stare, with soft eyes connecting the two of you like laser beams. Like a moment in a sci-fi movie. Time seems to freeze. And so do all of your surroundings. What is that, Matrix? And then, as if a hypnotherapist snaps their fingers and brings you back to the present time, you break that stare and return to the conversation and activities that you were doing before. Now, I said stare. I didn't say glare. Stare for 1 second too long. Ladies, your posture is essential. You might be casually seated in your chair or standing up against a bar. Your back and shoulders might be slightly rolled forward. Your body's structured in its most comfortable position. And then they walk into the room. And then your eyes meet and your body shifts. You roll your shoulders back, have a slight arch in your back, popping your butt out just a little while freeing your hips for movement, shaping your body into a sensual S. Ladies, think about 2 o'clock shoulders and 11 o'clock face. When talking to someone who makes you feel sexy, your face and torso angles are going to shift from direct chin to chin, eye to eye, and shoulders to shoulders, which is aggressive and business style, right? It's someone who's teaching you, to one that's slightly askew. If you're standing at 12 o'clock, you want your body to shift, angling your front shoulder to a 1 or a 2. Then your back shoulders are going to shift a little bit too. Your face shifts just slightly away to the opposite direction to 11 o'clock. Your stance is alluring, yet strong and flirtatious. Guys, squared off shoulders, slightly tilted head. In order to come across as interested, intentional, and focused on her, stand with your shoulders squared off to her. While this stance might come across as aggressive when a woman is doing it, it comes across as creating a safe space and having a commanding presence when a man does it. In order to soften your stance, tilt your head just slightly to the side and make sure that you're smiling and make eye contact. You want her to feel like she's the only person who matters and that you're not on the prowl. You do that by giving her all of your attention physically and emotionally. You have what I call a secret smile. More than being this expansive smile, you reveal a sexy smile. More than sexy, it's a secret smile because it's one that you reserve only for each other. Yes, we are keeping with this off-center theme, so the sideways or slightly askew smile is reserved only for the person you're talking to. A side smile is a little mischievous, creating wonderment and allure. Do that little touch. The occasional little touch on their wrist or side abs, if you're standing, reveals comfort and a natural knowing. Guys, you can place your hand on her lower back when walking to the table. Reach across the table to touch her hand on the wrist on a date. Try to sit kitty corner to allow early touch barrier breaking. So that's at a foretop, you guys are going to sit kind of next to each other. Mirroring. Mirrored body language is a sign of connection. And while you can create synchronicity with connected couples, it often happens naturally. Just as two people might yawn together, a subconscious sign that there is this connection or a desire for a connection, mirroring body language makes individuals feel not alone. And truly connected couples often do it without knowing it. Break the touch barrier as soon as it's appropriate, and definitely on a first date. Physical touch is an emotional connector that reminds you to take a moment, be present together. Once touch is made, it makes you want to touch more, or never again. Guys, here's a simple first date breakdown of touch opportunities. When you meet for dinner or a drink, meet at the hostess stand or the front door. Then walk slightly behind her and tap her low back with your hand as if to guide her. Okay, we're not touching the butt, low back. If you're having dinner, reserve the foretop and sit kitty corner to her in order to break that touch barrier. After about 30 minutes, when she says something funny or endearing or cool, you tap her hand or her arm for about 2 seconds as you compliment what she just said, and then you remove your hand. After dinner, but before dessert, touch her knee with your knee, not with your hand, for about 3 seconds, and then pull your knee back. If you pull back and that makes her want more, you know you're in. If she gets fidgety or acts rejected, then put it back a couple of moments later. If she pulls her knee back immediately, you've made a mistake. Don't do it again. So now, how do you have that first kiss? Glance at her lips a few times. So when you're talking to her, kind of look down. See if she responds by reciprocating and looking at your lips. If she says, "What?" in a playful and knowing way, then she might be saying or asking you to make your move. Show passion. If you're really into it, interrupt her by saying, "I am sorry, but I just found myself not paying any attention because I can't not kiss you right now." This idea of passion leading the kiss is really sexy, and it's giving her opportunity to say, okay, or it's a good way to get buy-in or rejection. As you're saying goodbye, go in for the hug, but keep your face directly straight at her. If she turns her head to the side, you'll get her cheek or the side of her head. But if she wants that kiss, you'll get her lips. It's also fine to just hug. Shaking hands or not touching at all is generally not a positive sign. It is those little things. There are so many elements to that physical touch that says so much. And what you don't want to do is leave the date and have her say, "Oh, obviously he doesn't like me because he didn't try and touch me, or he didn't try and kiss me, or he didn't even hug me." That doesn't mean that you need to go in for the kill and be inappropriate. You need her to want it. You need her to say yes. You need her to have agreement, which is why sometimes asking is a great thing. It's also important to pay attention to that body language because your body oftentimes says much more than your mouth.